really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
It goes down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Paul to Harden. Rises for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry to Danny Green. 4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Fareed to Harden. Capella. Leonard to Danny Green. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Fareed. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Capella. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. James Harden fires for 2. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Paul across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. His first effort off the mark. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Paul. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
James Harden trying to cash in. It's no good. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Paul. To Harden. James Harden. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lowry. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Fareed to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Danny Green to Lowry. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Harden has it up the floor. James Harden, 4 out of 10.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Harden, defended by Ginobili. Trying to cash in. Harden shot won't go down. Ginobili with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first quarter. This game is all tied up. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
To Lowry. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Shot from the lane won't go. Here's Leonard for two. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Capella. To Paul. Curling inside to Capella. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Marc Gasol sends it away. Capella. Short jumper stays out. Lowry to Leonard. Fires the three. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Paul. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. On the follow, way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lowry has the basketball. The rebound belongs to Houston. Fareed to Paul. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Paul driving, but he can't connect.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Danny Green trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. To Rivers from long range. That's what you like to see. Austin Rivers. Tough shot from downtown.
Oh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Leonard to Ibaka. Won't go. Fareed. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Pascal Siakam, they'll get it down to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Rivers. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. Lowry into the front court. His team up by 1. Leonard. Textbook defense. To Rivers. Down to Fareed. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rivers to bring it into the front court. They trail by 1. To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Danny Green. That'll get out off the Raptors.
Oh, yes, me and you. I got ball.
To Rivers. For 3. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Danny Green to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
I got him. Here we go.
20-footer at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors in front. And what? Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. And he's going to the line to shoot.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Leonard to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Paul. Harden. Turn around, it's good.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in 3-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a 2-point shot relevant these days.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Clint Capella. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Siakam matched up with Paul. To Leonard. Defense making the ball carrier work. Goes to the left side. Lowry. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Now Paul with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. That one out of bounds off a rocket.
My ball.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden to Capella. And the finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Toronto has the basketball. Screen coming. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Pascal Siakam. To Leonard, and they pounce. Leonard knocks it down from mid-range. High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession.
All right, set it up.
Harden with it up top. The deficit is 6.
Right.
Lowry down low for Leonard. To Lowry. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Trying to cash in, off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Now it's Harden at the controls. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Kawhi Leonard against Clint Capella. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Lin. Jeremy Lin. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden here against Ginobili. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Leonard. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Runner's good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Screen coming up. Screen coming.
Leonard. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That's the end of the third quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in. Entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Fareed. Deep two there, won't go. Lin with it. Leads a bucket. It's rebounded by Gordon. To Harden. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Kawhi Leonard, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second and a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Rockets have the ball. Harden matched up with Ginobili. The drive right to the basket for Reed. To Harden. Has a chance. Harden with a shot, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lynn, they'll get it down to Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Gordon with it. The margin standing now at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Time to shuffle things up. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. To Lowry. Scores from the post.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Harden into the front court. His guys down by 9. Add 2 points to the board.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Danny Green takes on Eric Gordon. Leonard. Wide open look, won't go. To Harden. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Eric Gordon. Slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Harden buries it.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard to Gasol. Clint Capella able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Harden. Screen coming. Paul. Deep left corner. 4-3. It's rebounded by Gasol. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Ibaka. Clint Capella. Huge block. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
It's good.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. To Harden.
I got your help.
For Reed. To Harden. Fires the 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Here comes the screen, and they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
What are you doing? Back off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Houston Rockets are in the penalty.
It's the Raptors with the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Nathan Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors emerged victorious after a tight finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Rockets must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. The Rockets got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city.